20 BLM rioters were destroying the city of St. Louis, which is a great city, didn't need to be knocked around any more than it already has been, but that's what they were doing, burning things. Around 2 in the morning, a 77-year-old retired police captain called David Dorn was alerted to a burglar alarm that went off at a friend's pawn shop, so he showed up to investigate like a good citizen. When he arrived, he was murdered. You almost never hear his name. BLM never mentions it, neither do the huge companies that have paid for BLM, and of course the media has ignored it. But the trial of the man who is believed to be the killer, a guy called Stephen Cannon, just began this week, and we thought it was a perfect time to speak to Captain David Dorn's widow, Anne, who joins us tonight. Mrs. Dorn, thank you so much for coming on, and I know it's got to be awful for you. Do you think, just to what's going on right now, first, do you think the man accused of your husband's murder will be brought to justice?
I'm praying. I'm trying to have faith in the justice system.
Good. Well, I hope it's well placed. I have to ask, because I can't resist, this didn't happen in a vacuum. These riots were paid for by the biggest companies in the United States, all of whom seem to have escaped criticism. Why does nobody mention that this was all financed by corporate America, do you think?
I'm not sure. It's the woke community that is funding them, not only just these corporations, but celebrities and athletes across the country are funding them, just blindly funding this misguided agenda.
Well, it certainly affected you and derailed your life. Your husband was murdered. What would you say to them? I don't think they've had to confront the human cost of what they paid for.
No, and it's just not me. There's other widows out there, of law enforcement. Black Lives Matter called for the death of police, and nobody's done anything about it. Defund, demean, and kill police officers across the country. And, we're the enemy now when it's not, when we're not. It's, there's other factors involved, but we seem to, police seem to be the easy target, and nobody's standing up for their rights.
Yeah, and I mean, these are people, did your husband get rich in law enforcement? Does anybody get rich in law enforcement?
No, neither of us did. I did 28 years as well, and neither one of us got rich in this. And we don't become police officers to become rich. We become police officers because it's a calling, just like it is a calling to become a priest or a calling to become a doctor. It's in our blood. It's what we want to do.
So, as you pointed out, BLM was calling for the murder of police officers back during the Obama administration. Fry like bacon,
yes.
Pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon. That video was on Fox News. No one at the Justice Department did anything about that.
No, they didn't. And they were burning down cities, and they were calling it peaceful protests. And there was nothing peaceful about it.
This must, having suffered as you have, this must drive you crazy.
It does, and now having to sit through a trial of a man who's accused of killing my husband, when the riot was funded and organized by Black Lives Matter and all these woke corporations.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry I know you're being dragged through this already, but I think it's important to see the faces of the people who've suffered, and you're certainly one of them. So I'm grateful that you came on tonight. Anne Dorn, thank you.
Thank you. And if anybody wants to know more about, these woke corporations, they can go to www.concerncommunities.org/pledge. It's a group of black clergy who got together to stand up to these woke corporations, athletes, and celebrities.
I've actually done that, and there's a video on that site that's so unbelievable, and I hope that everyone watching tonight will go see that video. It wrecked my day, but in a good way. Anyway, Anne Dorn, thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
So across the country, you're seeing people get addicted to drugs, really in record numbers. And the saddest part of that fact, many die, but very few ever recover. Well, Shaun Weiss is someone who fell into that. He was a child actor, he was in the Mighty Ducks, Heavyweights, etc. And then his lifestyle was completely out of control. He got addicted to meth and heroin, became homeless, but then he recovered. Again, one of the few. So we thought it'd be worth sitting down and talking to him about how he did that. He joins us next.
Why do you don't work with me and Gold?
Goldberg, do you trust me?
My mom would not approve of this, Coach. That doesn't hurt. It hurts. Give me that first shot.
Well, hit the clutch, son, throw it in gear, and check the boat in that rear view mirror. I bought some drinks and loaded our poles. We're headed down to the fishing hole, and I don't care if we ever come back. And I was fishing with Dad.
Dad, which one's your favorite?
I'm gonna go with Josh.
Yes. I'm sorry, what? I was talking about the types of chicken.
Come on, you know I love all my chickens. He is a really sweet kid, though.
Did you just fist bump?
For effective relief from arthritis pain, try Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream.